Hello, you beautiful souls, and welcome to this week's weekly card guidance. And I want to say to you, grab a cuppa, grab a glass of wine, whatever you like to have, because this one could take a while. I've done a little bit of intuitive writing about what we have coming through. I was guided to a certain deck of cards. There's so much going on, but before I get into this week's guidance, which is Monday the 10th through to Sunday the 16th of Activate April, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to each and every one of you who wished me luck for my bowling weekend, who congratulated me on my bowling weekend. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, Friday played 8 games, Saturday played 8 games, got into the top 12 to go on to play another 11 games on the Sunday, and ended up coming 12th, but was still in the money, and am really proud with how far I got, because just getting into the top 12 was an achievement on its own. So thank you to each and every one of you. I really do appreciate that. Now, before I get into the actual reading, I want to talk a little bit about the cosmic energies this week as well. We still have that Chiron, the wounded healer energy. So learning to accept and live with past pains. There's some things that we can never heal properly. We can never get rid of the scars. We can never maybe understand them, but we can learn to live with them. And that's what Chiron is wanting us to do. On the 11th, we have the Sun and Jupiter aligning, and this is considered the luckiest day of the year. The day where we look at the bigger picture, we expand, and we connect in with lady luck, if you will. And then we have that Mercury Retrograde Shadow period still upon us. So you may find that there's this luckiest day of the year, and I feel like it's finding the joy and the silver lining in whatever comes up this week is what I want to say first and foremost. Learning to accept to live with past pains and expecting things to come back up or back in from the past. So this week, before I get into that, go to the cards. Okay, I've been guided to use this deck today, Divine Beloved, okay? And the reason I was guided to these is because of the chakra we get this week. But the little message here, when we invoke the divine to shift us, we invite the highest part of ourselves to take over. After all, the divine is everything, inside, outside, present in all places at all times. So I just wanted to read that before I get into it. This week we have the gorgeous throat chakra with the card of communication, self-expression, exchange, sharing, and connection. And I feel like this week's overall theme or message is to choose to communicate consciously. Think about what you're saying, what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what you're doing, but also think about what you're listening to and really connect in with it, okay? So how divinely blessed are we to get the throat chakra with the card of communication? We have, and like I said, I have made notes, we have Mercury, the planet of communication, is in shadow period. So expect things coming back from the past to be communicated to you. We have that Libra full moon energy still hanging on with that Chiron, the wounded healer. So expect things bubbling up to the surface to be communicated to you. There's a lot of being open to communication and connection this week. So gift yourself permission to feel into this energy so you can see the bigger picture and expand, okay? Especially as we get closer to the eclipse energy on the 19th. That's not this week, but we will be starting to feel that. So expect things with that energy from the shadows to be illuminated. So there's a lot of things coming up, coming back, coming in that are wanting to be communicated to us. Feeling sensitive to all of these energies is normal. So allow yourself to feel into them. There's a lot that the universe is trying to communicate to you this week. There's a lot that the divine is trying to communicate to you this week, which is why I was guided to this deck. And when I show you the cards that have come out, they're actually little prayers or mantras that we speak to the divine. We communicate to the divine. If at any time all of this energy feels too overwhelming, pause and reconnect to your truth. The throat chakra is also about communicating and connecting with your truth. Who you are, what you desire, who you wish to become. Remember that you are constantly co-creating your reality via communication. Your thoughts become things. Your words create worlds. And your emotions turn into motion and dictate which actions you take. So really choose to communicate consciously in all areas of your life. So I am going to get straight into the cards and literally, unless anything else comes through intuitively, just read them to you. The first card we get is trust. I trust the highest way. Change me, divine beloved, into one who wants what you want for me. Let me trust that my needs will always be met in the highest way when I allow you to guide me. And I'm just being guided to remind you that the divine is everything. Inside, outside, present in all places at all times. You are a part of the divine. So this is the universe, your higher self. The divine is everything. So allow yourself to trust in that and be in flow with that. I always think allow without necessarily knowing how. Discernment, trusting your plan. Grant me discernment and detachment when they're needed most. May I honor my feelings deeply, then fully let go, trusting your plan. Trust is a big part of everything this week. Trust that whatever you're feeling is bringing in something that needs to be communicated to you, something that you need to see the truth of, you need to get to the bottom of, if you will. And there will be highs and there will be lows, but allow yourself to flow through it all, because that is how you will grow. It feels like a really heavy week, but one that can really allow us to expand if we gift ourselves permission to dive into it, okay? Know that you are protected and safe. Change me, divine beloved, into one who is protected from all negative energy. Fill me with your dazzling and radiant light and make me a vessel for your love. I now release all fears that I may have absorbed from others. So often we take on all this stuff. You know, the world will constantly communicate to you who you should be, how you should act, what you should wear, what you should do, who you should be. So this is saying, trust in whatever it is. Trust in the higher picture, trust in the expansion, and trust that you are safe to do it, no matter what the outside world throws at you, no matter what your own ego throws at you. Trust that you are safe and protected to make these changes. Evolution. I welcome change. Change me, Divine Beloved, into one who knows we can evolve and be open at any time. Let me welcome change in uplifting and surprising ways. Allow me to trust the process, diving even deeper into your love. Trust the highest way, trust the plan, trust you are safe. Trust in change, evolution, and expansion. Go with this one next. We'll leave that one till last. Freedom, the freedom to love yourself. Change me, Divine Beloved, into one who can love myself in every condition. And before I read any more of the card, I want to remind you about unconditional love. Unconditional love means loving without condition. Change me, Divine Beloved, into one who can love myself in every condition. Free me from self-torture, self-sabotage. Fill me with self-acceptance and worthiness. May I allow and honor all of my feelings, however they arise. Looking into a pool and reflecting, but I'm seeing this as the eclipse. We have so many cosmic energies that are really teaming up with the divine, our higher self, and saying, we want to communicate all of this to you. And at times it may feel overwhelming, but trust that when you actually allow, you will grow. And the best way to allow is to love and accept yourself. Trust the highest way, trust the plan, trust you are safe, trust and welcome change. Trust, love, and accept yourself. And then it finishes with this beautiful card, creativity. Honor your passions. Change me, Divine Beloved, into one who honors my deepest creative passions and needs. Help me value the talents you have given, both the known and the unknown, because in some of this communication that's coming up or coming back or coming in will be little treasures that were buried, that were hidden and undiscovered, that have just been waiting to come through. And then lastly, our I am message. Go to the bottom of the deck. All right, fine. Be considerate. We do have this communication card of the throat chakra. So although the whole theme of the reading is, be mindful of what you're communicating because that's what you're manifesting, there's also being considerate and conscious with your communication. Be considerate, thoughtful, attentive, and generous. Be mindful of all of your interactions with others, because every single one of us is having stuff bubble up, stuff come back, stuff come in, and we're all in this. I see this as it's either going to be a yes or a shit, and we're all dealing with it in our own way. So be considerate, thoughtful, attentive, and generous. Be mindful of your interactions with others. Think before you speak. And bottom of the deck is prosperity. I am trusting. Change me, Divine Beloved, into one who knows you alone are the source of all prosperity. Let me live in gratitude, trusting that everything will be handled, and that alone is true wealth. The divine has a plan. Trust in that plan. Allow without knowing how. Flow so that you may grow. Know and trust that you are safe and protected. Trust and welcome change. Trust, love, and accept yourself. Honor your passions, both the ones you already know about and the ones that are going to come up or come in or come back. Just be trusting, and choose to communicate consciously and considerately, because every single word you speak creates your world. Every thought you think becomes a thing, and every emotion you feel turns into motion and dictates the action you will take. So when you are in this place of trust, of allowing without knowing how, of going with the flow, knowing you will grow, things get taken care of. The divine has many hands, and to finish it off, when we invoke the divine to shift us, to change us, to help us to grow and expand, we invite the highest part of ourselves to take over. The divine is everything, inside, outside, present in all places at all times. When you open fully to this divine, the way for you will be shown. There's nothing else I can say to that. The only thing I would like to add is a little plug. The Forgiveness Sets You Free challenge, that free, timeless, self-paced 5-day challenge, is still up. It will be up forever and ever. If you would be interested in that, especially with all these things coming in and up and back, simply comment challenge and I will send you the private invitation link. It is a private Facebook group and it is heavily monitored. I'm very protective of the beautiful souls in there who are wanting to heal. Forgiveness sets you free. When you forgive, you get to live, okay? And of course, we have the Potty Mouth deck that I have created, Volume 1, 64 cards of a little bit of potty mouth language and very direct messages from the divine. Nowhere as powerful as these, but a bit more in your, I'm going to say it, language warning, in your fucking face, okay? It puts all the fucks, the shits and the bloodies where they should be, and they're a little bit of tongue-in-cheek messages coming through, but still highly powerful. So if that's something you would be interested in, just type Potty Mouth for more details, but they are on pre-sale for $29. But apart from that, have an amazing week. Once again, thank you from myself to all of you beautiful souls who you really did egg me on the weekend. Every time I read one of those messages, it was like, come on, Tracy, you've got this. You've got all these people that are backing you. Go in there and give it your best. And that's exactly what I did. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I hope you all had an amazing Easter. I hope you all can navigate this week. There's a lot of communication coming in. Choose to communicate consciously. Choose to connect with the communication consciously. So whether it's incoming or outgoing, be conscious of it. Connect to it. And have an amazing week. Told you to buckle in. Nearly 19 minutes. So much healing, love and laughter. Your intuitive life coach, Tracy. Stay well, stay safe, and above all else, stay true to you. And remember this year's motto. 2023 is all about me, and there's no limits to what I can have, do, or be. And if you would like any help in navigating through anything, please always know that you can inbox me, reach out, and we can organize a private reading. 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or 60 minutes are available. And I would love to be able to help you navigate your way through this. Take care.